I am participating in the R.I.P program as an indoctrination program for soldiers that are entering the unit.
Old guard,
One thing that the instructors here try to instill in the soldiers is that a general only retires once. A president only invites people over to the United States a couple of times. So we are the face of the Army. That's what, people see.
Rip, up, and shoulder, one, right, shoulder,
Week one is typically uniform preparation. They teach them how to press, how to put on all their medals. They are issued their brass, they're issued most of their equipment, and they're also taught the basic, left face, right face, about face, and standard dressing sequences that we do in the Old Guard.
Okay, well, the facing movements, for one, are different than the ones that we do in the, in the regular Army when you're not doing ceremonies. So everything's different. So if you've done everything for a while, you're relearning everything. It's kind of hard to get out of old habits. But for instance, you don't pivot anymore. You pick up your feet to move. You don't stand with your feet at a 45-degree angle. Your feet are actually together. So everything's a lot different.
Here in the Old Guard, we don't use M16s, we don't use M4s for rifles. We use the ceremonial rifles, which is the old, I think, M14s. I think that's what they are. Basically, the movements are similar to that of the conventional Army, but the Old Guard is really strict with how you pay attention to the details of handling the weapon. So the R.I.P program prepares each soldier to handle that rifle.
There's 3 tests during the 3 weeks of rope. It's a test for week 1, which is basically a uniform test and just a facing movement test. Week 2 comprises of uniform as well and standing rifle manual. Week 3 is uniform again with marching manual, and each week also has a standard proficiency. We measure basically from head to toe. We use a tool, it's like a little ruler called a micrometer, and we measure medals, placement, and if anything is outside of 2 millimeters, it's considered a gig. 3 gigs, you're allowed. If you get that 4th gig, it's a no-go, and you're gonna have to retest the uniform.
Been in the Army for 6 years now, and I've never done anything like this. Drill and ceremony in the Army, when you're in a combat unit that's deploying all the time, it's kind of goes to the wayside, and it's nice to see that we're still doing it in the Army, and it has to be done, and I take a lot of pride in being here and being able to come here.